Hi, welcome to the Milestones Minute. I'm Nikki Glantz,
I'm Sakina.
and welcome. So, this is an opportunity for us to talk about milestones and who we serve, who comes to milestones. And, for us, just so you know, we've been doing this for 26 years. I've actually been here all 26 years. And who we treat is everyone that is struggling with an eating disorder, everything from anorexia, bulimia, compulsive overeating, binge eating, diabulimia, orthorexia. Unfortunately, there's even bigorexia out there as well. Those It's men struggling with the body size issue as far as getting
Mm-hmm.
big and muscular. But we treat men and women 18 and older, and we're in this to win this. We
Yes.
are in this win, and there are a lot of things about milestones that I think has made us a lasting, solid place to go to for people struggling with eating disorders. And one of those things is that you know, we're we're small and intimate. We're individualized, we're personalized, we're boutique style. We're very small. We are not this grand, what did we say the analogy the other day? We're not a grand, like, although a Honda is a fabulous company, they put out cars, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of cars. Whereas a Ferrari,
Yep.
that company puts out once in a while, one in a while, because they put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of individual care, and that's how we treat our clients, like the Ferraris. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that seems so, like, really a car analogy, but it really speaks to the individualization that we give, the care, the time. And it speaks to, I know being from the clinical side of everything, it's like you see the clinical side, you see all the
Mm-hmm.
emotional stuff. Where would you say, if, there was a differentiating piece from that perspective?
Oh, absolutely. And I think one of the ways or one of the reasons that Milestones has been here for 26 years
Mm-hmm.
is because of the individualized care that it provides.
Yeah.
Now, the only way you can provide that type of individualized care is that you cannot treat a huge number of people at one time.
Yes.
So we keep the count low so that we can remain or so that we can sustain high quality care,
Oh, I love
if
that.
that
So
makes sense.
true.
So
That really captures what we do.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah. So that whole analogy about we are, did you say Ferrari?
Yeah, we treat like, yeah, we're like Ferrari in the world of Honda and all the big companies. We are, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I would say that that is very fitting
Yeah.
to Milestones.
Yeah.
And so you will not be considered a number when you walk in
Mm-mm.
the door. We will greet you and we will reinforce the fact that yes, you belong here. And the reason that that is so important in our community room, we got this big writing on the wall
Mm.
that says you belong here, simply because we understand how difficult it
Yeah.
is to say, you know what, with my eating behaviors,
Yeah.
I need support.
I need help. Yeah.
And I know when a person finally picks up that phone, typically they're experiencing a lot of pain
Yeah.
and they need help and they want to come to a place where they feel seen and they feel safe.
Yeah.
Right. And it's hard to do that if the facility is really big or corporate like, but
Yes.
because we are small and very individualized, we're here to walk with you through the journey, because we understand how big of a decision that is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And even addressing, like, why would someone come into milestones, and what
Mhm.
could they expect? So, obviously we addressed who we treat, and that we're small. We're at max an 18-bed facility.
Mhm.
So, you're never in large numbers where
Yeah.
you're being shuffled around. Also, things that are important to know about us. We do, we're not tray service as far as the food goes. Everyone learns how to cook, pack, prep, food shop for themselves. So you food shop twice a week,
Yeah.
you food prep you make all your own meals. I mean, that's really quite individualized. We have someone that does a cooking class on the weekly. We do
Mhm.
multiple nutrition groups. You meet with your nutritionist weekly, your
Mhm.
therapist, the
Mhm.
psychiatrist, the doctor. There's so
Mhm.
much, the nurse. So we
Mhm.
really, we embrace the person so they really get the care, like you said,
Mhm.
because if you are even watching this or you have a loved one, you're questioning, do I need treatment? Do they? Where to go? There's so many out there, treatment centers,
Mhm.
and to really understand who we
Mhm.
are, who we serve,
Mhm.
and what we do best, which is
Mhm.
individualized care, at a boutique style. Yeah, I think it's important to talk about all the aspects of, like, who, if you're thinking, pondering about coming
Yeah.
to treatment or sending someone to treatment, being able to either get answers to those questions. So, in reference to family, because we know eating disorders doesn't just affect the individual that's struggling with the eating disorder. Talk about maybe the therapeutic point of view, and also that we serve both males and females. So we're
Mm-hmm.
seeing both sides,
Mm-hmm.
or all and
Mm-hmm.
everything, everybody in between. But certainly, let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about families. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I think that it is so important to involve family in the treatment. Because oftentimes it is the family who will reach out to us and
Yeah.
say, I have a daughter in college and she's not able to, she's restricting all day. I mean, we have
Mm.
so many different examples of
Yeah.
family members reaching out on the behalf of their children because they're really concerned. Also, husbands,
Yes.
and also children of people that come in the door. So we
Yeah.
offer family sessions to make sure that not only the person who came in the door who needs the support, the people that support that
Mm.
person is informed and educated on who we are and how to best support this person when they go home.
Yeah.
One of the things that sets our program apart, you know what? There's something that is so small but yet so big. When you come into our program, we allow you to have full access to your cell phone, so you're able to keep in touch with
Mm.
your family.
That's a big one for a lot of
You
people.
know, because
Yes.
often they do take your cell phones, but here we will allow you to keep your phone because we understand real life is staying connected,
Yes.
right? And so I just want to just say that because you will be surprised
How often that
how many people
that comes
say,
up.
I'm coming because I can keep my cell phone.
Yes.
But I think what sets us apart, and I don't think we've mentioned this yet, is Smurf.
Mm.
Right? Smurf, what that stands for, that was created by the founder, Dr. Marty Lerner. And what Smurf stands for is the S is for spirituality
And,
slash support,
yes,
right?
that's yes, and support. Yes.
Meditation, exercise, rest, and
Good
food. So
food.
that's the foundation of our program.
Yeah.
And I can't even begin to talk about the quality of the clinicians that work within Milestones. So we are trauma informed.
Mm-hmm.
The entire clinical team is trained in EMDR.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come in, we have the tools to support you no matter the presentation, because like we've always said, the food is only a symptom,
Ah,
right, to
correct.
manage the root, right? So we have all of those tools available when you decide to come in.
Yeah, and I think I love every single aspect. I mean, obviously, I've been here 26 years, so I certainly love all of the stuff. But I feel like that was important to say because I
Mhm.
think people need to hear that. And as a last piece, people hear about our food plan and they say, oh, it's no sugar, no flour, or weighing and measuring. Won't that make some things worse? Won't that make some things better? And I just want to say out loud, if you're struggling with what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat, and how much to eat, and to the point that you are not living a life worth living, it feels unmanageable, then that's when you're reaching out for treatment. That's when you're reaching out for help, because we're the exact place that can help you. You need to know, no matter where you are on that spectrum as far as eating disorders goes, anorexia, bulimia, compulsive overeating, anything there, the food plan works because it gives you a blueprint. And I often say it's a gift to know how much to eat, when to eat, and what to eat. And typically, that's where you're struggling. Your mind is trying to tell you how much to eat, when to eat, and that shouldn't eat that, leave that. And that mental gymnastics and that craziness that comes with all of those decisions around the food, we quiet that compulsion. We quiet that noise. So that's what the food plan does. So people often think like, oh, it's restrictive or it's this. It is not. We meet your physical needs. We allow you to be part of that individually working through the food plan to learn it together, and then that is the blueprint of what you follow for your time here. So I really want you to know
Mhm.
that it is. If anything, it's people say, does it work for this? 26 years, I can honestly say it works.
Mhm.
It is my joy to be
Mhm.
able to report that I see people come in hurting like nobody's
Mhm.
business and really
Mhm.
coming out with a smile again, like having peace again. So
Mhm.
it's really amazing. So I don't know if there's any more that you want to add about that.
Well, one of the things that I know I've heard, being here now for a pretty long
Oh
time,
yeah, close to 10
is
years.
is that, oh, I can do it in treatment, but can
And
I
that
do
do
it
it
at
at home.
home? And so I know that one of our statements is the last day in treatment is like the first day at home.
Yeah.
And because the day you come in, we are already talking about how can this translate at home. Does that
Yes.
make sense? So we want to make
Yes.
sure that you have a community of people at home,
Mm-hmm.
that you have a therapist, that you have a nutritionist, that you have community support at home to make sure that you not only are you can be successful in treatment, but the skill sets and the coping mechanisms that you practice here, that you actually can go home
Yes.
and implement those exact things. And then also, I know that we have a PHP and IOP program.
Like the step downs. Yes. Or yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. So typically we would recommend a 30-day or more residential stay. And then once that's completed, we will recommend a step down.
Yes.
And what I typically say to people that I've connected with and working with them is that I get to come home with you.
Mm,
So for example,
that's good,
you're
Sabrina.
able to participate in treatment during the day and then you go home in the evening
Mm-hmm.
and then you let us know what challenges that you experience so that you have a team of people that can provide you that support. And another thing I don't think we've actually discussed yet is that, in my view, Milestones is a family. Is
Mm-hmm.
that once you come here for treatment, some of the relationships that
Mm.
the staff develops with the clients or the people who walk through these doors
And the clients with the clients. Yes.
lasts, right, and the clients
It's
with the
with the clients.
clients,
Yes.
it lasts like for a very very long time. And I think the reason for that is that when people enter our doors, they feel seen,
Yes.
they feel understood, and they feel cared for. And so even as the representative of the clinical team, we're constantly reaching back out, just seeing how you're doing, seeing if we can support you. So when you come in and you finish your treatment, it's not like, oh, goodbye, we wish you well.
Right.
But no, it's more so remember we're here. And
Yeah.
remember, no matter what happens, you're not alone. And it is totally okay and acceptable if you go out and you implement some things and you hit a rough spot. Don't worry about that. Give us a call. And if you need to come back, you still belong here.
Yes. And I love that you said that. And we can end it on this that, we started this year with talking more about taking the shame and the stigma away from coming to treatment
Right.
or even coming back to treatment and using it as a tool for your recovery.
Mm-hmm.
That it's, sometimes it's not one and done, but you just need a
Yeah.
little booster. You just need a little boost,
Just a little
a
boost,
little
a little
boost and a
recharge.
little recharge. So, we're there for that too, because we
Mm-hmm.
believe in that. We believe in our, what we do and how it affects people and changes lives. So I'm clearly, I have the buy-in is there. It's 26 years. So I'm in. I'm in. But this was great. So
All
thank you.
right.
Yep.
Of
Another
course.
Milestones Minute talking about who we serve and what we do.
All right.
Absolutely.